Hi everyone, my name is Amit Surana and I am here to talk about who management consultants are, what do they do and how can you become one. But you'd be wondering, sir, ये topic क्यों? क्या बात कर रहे हो? इतना crazy response देख के, इतना demand देख के, it didn't feel right for me to talk about anything else than this topic. So let's dig into it. A consultant is somebody who's brought in from the outside into an organization. They directly work with executives, leaders, and top management in order to solve specific issues, which in turn would help them increase their growth and their business simultaneously. Now, where do these consultants work? They work in management or strategy consulting firms. The top three names in this industry are MBB, that is McKinsey, BCG, and Bain & Co. The other more commonly heard names are the big four companies, PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, EY. Some other names are Accenture, Roland Berger. Now, what is the area of expertise in which they work? Their area of expertise varies from department to department. It starts from corporate strategy, merger and acquisition, product strategy, sales revenue generation, marketing and advertisements, operations and logistics, digital strategy, all the way to HR and talent acquisition also. But these are just a few to name. Some of the others are listed here. तो ये तो रहा Google वाला definition. बट अभी भी हमें ये नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कि एक बिजनेस कंसल्टेंट करता क्या है. तो लेट्स टेक अ वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल. तो लेट्स अस्यूम कि आप एक क्लोथिंग लाइन चला रहे हैं जो अडल्ट मेल्स के लिए कपड़े बनाता है. नाउ you've already explored and exploited that particular area, that industry. Now you want to pick up another segment. Let's say आप क्लोथिंग लाइन में ही रहना चाहते हैं because that is your expertise, बट आपको अब घुसना है किड्स क्लोथिंग में. सो नाउ व्हेन यू वांट टू गेट इनटू अ डिफरेंट सेगमेंट, आपको ऑब्वियसली पहले रिसर्च करना पड़ता है. यू हैव टू फिगर आउट कि क्या ये वायबल ऑप्शन है या नहीं है. इंस्टेड ऑफ डूइंग ऑल दैट रिसर्च एंड एक्स्ट्रा ग्रंट वर्क बाय योरसेल्व्स, व्हाट यू डू इज यू हायर प्रोफेशनल्स who are good at it, who have been doing it for a very long time. These people are called your management consultants या business consultants. Now, what do? They build up a strategy around it. They first let you know, they do their research. They let you know if going into that other kids clothing segment में जाना viable option है या नहीं है. And how do? They do it with the help of data. वो existing data, internal, external या क्रिएट करते हैं डेटा को विद द हेल्प ऑफ सर्वेस, विद द हेल्प ऑफ फोकस ग्रुप्स. तो ये डेटा पूरा कलेक्ट करते हैं, एनालाइज करते हैं, कंप्यूट करते हैं और फिर एक फाइनल कंक्लूजन पे आते हैं कि इफ दे बिलीव दिस कुड बी अ वेरी गुड और अ वेरी वायबल ऑप्शन फॉर यू टू गेट इनटू. नाउ इसके आगे भी सो इतना नहीं है, दिस कुड बी वन पार्ट ऑफ इट. अनदर प्रोजेक्ट इन द सेम लाइन कुड बी कि अब दो ऑप्शंस है हमारे पास, राइट. सो इफ यू वांट टू स्टार्ट अ न्यू लाइन, यू हैव टू ऑप्शंस. वन, आप फ्रॉम द स्क्रैच एक नया लाइन चालू करेंगे विद द सेम नेम और विद अ नेम डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम इट. तो आप क्या करोगे? इफ यू आर प्लानिंग ऑन स्टार्टिंग समथिंग ऑन योर ओन, अपना खुद के नाम पे के अंडर करोगे, तो यू विल हैव टू डू एनालिसिस देयर आल्सो. सोर्सिंग का एनालिसिस करना पड़ेगा. यू विल हैव टू फिगर आउट द ऑपरेशंस, द सप्लाई चेन, the financials, आपको P&L टेस्ट करना पड़ेगा. You will have to look at the ROI, you will have to do the pricing strategy, the cost analysis, so many things, including marketing and all that. So ये हो गया एक part. The other option could be that you directly go and either acquire or deal up a merger with an existing brand. So if you do that, again, that's not that simple, right? हाँ, वो चला रहा है अपना business, that's okay, but nobody knows what's actually happening inside. तो उसका due diligence करना, that will be part of the consultant role. Yes. उसके अलावा तो due diligence क्या है? उसका background verification करना, looking at the documents, looking at if there are any, pending legal issues, looking at if there are any, issues within the organization, outside of the organization, with the investors, all of that. Apart from that, they also pitch into the agreement part of it, the legal part of it. And beyond this, post-merger integration में भी वो help करते हैं. So how do you know if you can become a consultant or work in a consulting firm? Very simple. If you are comfortable with data, gathering them, analyzing them, computing them, and coming to a conclusion, that could be an advantage. And more preferably, if you are comfortable with using tools like MS Excel, the god of data and computation. Also, other tools like Tableau and Alteryx could be an advantage there. Also, if you're comfortable with coding, this is optional, but if you are comfortable with coding, it could become an added advantage to you. Languages like MySQL, Python, and under Python you have your tools like NumPy and Pandas. If you are comfortable around that, then also you can opt for this career choice. Apart from these, so these are your back-end terms. What about what you do in the front? Very simple. If you are somebody who is super comfortable being an experimenter, that is, if you are not afraid of trying different things and failing and learning from them, or if you are also a very good presenter, because that also is a part of the consultant's role. You also have to present the data that the team has created, that the team has brought up to your clients in a way that they can understand. So if you're somebody who's very, very comfortable in the shoes of a presenter, if you have great communication and soft skills, this will definitely be a role to try. And you don't even require all of these traits. If you have one or more than one of these, that's way more than sufficient for you to try a hand at consulting role. So how does an MBA give me an advantage in this industry? Very simple. So you start with being a business analyst. To become a business analyst, you don't really require a PG. If you have a UG or if you have an experience from 0 to 2 years, you can get into a consulting firm as a business analyst and then slowly work your way through. But if you do an MBA, you directly jump into the consultant role or an associate role, which is the next part of it. From there, you can climb up the ladder into becoming a senior consultant, then a manager, then a principal or a senior manager, all the way to becoming a partner. MBA gives you that extra boost that you require so that you don't have to start from the analyst part, you directly jump into a consultant or a senior consultant role. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any such requests, please drop them in the comments, and also drop in the comments if you now understand who a consultant is and what they do. All the best. Cheers.